I just sprayed some water on the glass and wiped it carelessly a few times, then started asking for money. But the driver wasn't stupid. He didn't want to deal with someone like me at all. Turns out asking for money was fake. Robbery was real. I deliberately started trouble to make the driver open the car door voluntarily. My target was the girl in the back seat of the luxury car. Seeing the girl run away scared, I decided to make it quick. With some fierce moves, I beat the bodyguards until they had no power to fight back, knocking them down with just a few strikes. Obviously, I wasn't really a homeless person at all. I was deliberately disguised. I drove off in a stolen luxury car, floored it to catch up, blocked the girl right in the middle of the road, then locked her in the trunk. By the time the bodyguards caught up, I was already long gone. The girl was the daughter of a local gang boss, beloved and pampered beyond measure. Now she'd been kidnapped in broad daylight by me. If word got out, it would be humiliating. So the gang boss was furious that two professional bodyguards couldn't even beat one homeless guy, and they knew nothing about my identity. Didn't even get a clear look at my face. After giving his two lackeys another beating, the gang boss put out a street bounty of $20 million and sent out every member of his organization. Even street thugs and small vendors had to participate in the search. After driving for several miles, I suddenly noticed there was no sound coming from the trunk. So I quickly stopped to check the situation. If the girl had some accident from lack of oxygen, that wasn't the result I wanted. After making sure no one was around, I decided to open the trunk to investigate. The result was different from what I expected. Not only was the girl fine, but fear had made her extremely agitated, and she desperately ran down the hillside. I chased her for quite a while before catching up again. I told the girl not to get excited. I kidnapped her for her own good. After saying this, I pulled out a photo from inside my jacket and placed it on the ground, telling the girl to take a good look. Besides me, there were two other people in the photo. One was the girl's gang boss father, and one was the girl's mother. It looked like the three of us had been good friends before. I said I took her away because her mother asked me to. She sent me to do this, but unexpectedly, the girl got even more agitated after hearing this because her mother had died 5 years ago. How could she entrust herself to a stranger? The girl was confused, but I really didn't seem to have any intention of harming her, and my eyes were full of longing and pleading. To make the girl believe me, I pulled out my gun directly. I wasn't going to kill the girl or hurt myself. Instead, I placed the gun directly on the ground, letting the girl decide everything that happened next. If I had any improper intentions, she could pull the trigger directly. The girl picked up the gun from the ground. She didn't expect there to actually be bullets in it. She almost shot me. With this insurance, the girl finally agreed to come back to the car with me. After all, staying in this remote wilderness wasn't a good choice either. But as soon as the girl got in the car, she used the gun to order me to take her home. I laughed after hearing this. I didn't believe a little girl would actually shoot someone, so I continued driving forward on my own.
What the fuck? You crazy? Jesus Christ, what are you doing?
Fortunately, I had been cautious and only put one bullet in the gun. I just wanted to get the girl back in the car. I didn't want to lose my life over it. However, just as the girl was making a fuss about getting out, the dashboard suddenly showed the car was out of gas. I had no choice but to go to a nearby gas station to fill up the tank first. Before getting out, I repeated what I'd said before. I really had no ill intentions, and told the girl to stay put in the car. But unexpectedly, as soon as I got out, the girl ran out too, desperately calling for help from several nearby villagers. The villagers were all good-hearted people who took me for a human trafficker and immediately surrounded me without asking the full story. I didn't want to fight with these people. I didn't want to accidentally hurt good people. At this time, the girl was calling for help on the phone. But she'd barely gotten through when I had already finished the fight. I realized something was wrong. These people definitely wouldn't save a complete stranger. The gang boss must have put out that bounty. Time was of the essence, so I quickly brought the girl back to the car to avoid complications. But the girl had almost escaped. How could she willingly leave with me? So she started screaming in the car. I had no choice but to tell her the real reason I kidnapped her.
I'm your father! I'm your real father.